How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. We finally beat them. Shove that, Michael Oliver. You done everything you could to make us lose that game. And give us... What were those decisions? Kovacic, you can sit there all you want and say, why are you angry? You won the game. But seriously, we're talking about referees all the time in the Premier League. How they ruin games. Kovacic, how was he still on the pitch? Honest to God, there's an argument over the first tackle, whether it's a straight red card. That's one where you can debate all day long. It's down to interpretation. Yellow card, red card, whatever it might be. You know, I've even seen things about, like, in the middle of... What's all that about? In the middle and everything. It's either a red or yellow, right? No orange or anything else, right? But 6 minutes later, he makes a tackle on Declan Rice and it's a clear second yellow card. And Michael Oliver stands there like a clown. You know, there's been talk for ages saying that, you know, the Saudi Pro League want to come and recruit people like Michael Oliver. Well, I tell you something, I'll play for his fucking flight there. Useless, crap referee. But luckily today, it didn't come back to haunt us. It didn't come back to bite us in the arse. Because we won. Was it fortuitous, the winner? Yes, it was. But you know what? You need a bit of luck in games like this. Manchester City today were absolutely toothless. I'm not saying that we were absolutely amazing in attack, but it's the first time in a very, very long time that I've looked at Man City and I haven't really felt threatened by them. I haven't felt like they're going to do anything. What happened to the robot up front? Did they take his batteries out? Saliba, Gabriel... They're going to get home tonight and they're going to be looking in their pocket and be like, hey, who's that? Hey, hold on. Is that Haaland in my pocket? Get out of there, you little robot. Take your batteries and off you go. Clown. Didn't feel threatened in any way, shape or form by Man City. Opening 10 minutes, don't get me wrong. I was on the edge of my seat. I was a nervous wreck. But it wasn't because of what Man City were doing. It's because of what we were doing. David Raya, oh my life. There's going to be more debates when, you know, things have settled down over him and Ramsdale. Because his performance today, one in particular, when he went to clear the ball and Alvarez nearly put it into the net. Oh my life. He was getting underneath crosses. He looked a nervous wreck. And you could feel it within the crowd. Everybody was just on the edge. So that was the only threat that Man City had. And then, of course, there was that incident with Kovacic. And you're thinking, what on earth is that? And you're also sitting there thinking, is that going to spark something? Is that going to bring this game to light? And it didn't. We come out for the second half. Martinelli came on. We were the better side. We were the ones in the ascendancy more. You look at that statistically, we had more percentage. We had more touches in the Man City box in comparison to them with us. We had more shots on target. I think you got to about the 70th minute mark and Man City didn't even have a touch inside our box of the second half. So you're talking like 25 minutes or so where they've literally done nothing. They make a triple change, which is very unlike Pep Guardiola. And they still don't do anything. And like I said, it's one of the first times I've ever watched Man City and I thought, toothless. They've got nothing. And it's as simple as that. And I'm not, you know, trying to get way ahead of it here because the season's a long season and who knows what can happen and whatnot. But that. Nah, even when we scored, I'm sitting there looking at the time and I'm going, right, there's about a minute and a half, 2 minutes till 90's up. There's probably going to be about an hour added on because that's what everyone seems to do now. And then it ended up being the standard 4 minutes. But I'm still thinking, you know what, the Man City of old will literally pepper you for those 4 minutes. It will be a bombardment, an onslaught. And we're going to be biting fingernails and hanging on for dear life. And we didn't. It was comfortable. We were running the ball down into the corners and just comfy. You know, Ederson's making a long clearance and it's literally going straight through to Ramsdale. And he's just there, just waiting to pick the ball up, wasting more seconds. It's like, come on, man. I think the biggest thing what you can say for that game, right, is that it's the two best teams in the Premier League. Without a question of a doubt, the two best teams in the Premier League. Now, it looked very much like neither side wanted to lose. It's like, get out of here with a draw for Man City would have been good for them because they're away from home. And for us, you could have said a draw will do, given the fact that we'd have 12 straight defeats against Man City. So we were finally breaking, that curse, shall we say. But being at home, I always feel that if you don't win, it's always points dropped. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those ones where I think on the balance, we had just a little bit more than Man City. And you had to have your luck. And what's the saying? If you don't buy a lottery ticket, then you're never going to win the lottery. And that's what Martinelli done. He bought a lottery ticket, took the deflection, won the lottery. And can I just say as well, what brilliant hold-up play by Kai Havertz. You see the difference when Kai Havertz plays as a striker. Something I spoke about in my preview and why I wanted to start him in this game as a striker. We'll talk about other players' performances on another day and everything else because there was a lot of below par performances. It was very much a defence-orientated performance from Arsenal. And like I said, Saliba, Gabriel, immense. Even Ben White, even when Doku came on, I thought, okay, this is maybe a little bit, something different. He's got that pace, that unpredictability. And he started on Zinchenko's side, and then we went and make a triple substitution, and Guardiola switched him over to Ben White's side. And I thought, right, okay, what's he going to do? Because I feel that Arteta's bringing on Tomiyasu to combat that, but Pep's seen it and moved him over. So how will Ben White handle him? Comfy. What can I say? It was so easy for Ben White. Didn't have to worry about him at all. He knows his limitations. He knows he's not the fastest player, but his positioning and his actual football brain to make sure he's in the right place to intercept is superb. So, listen, it's one of those ones. I thought Declan Rice, second half in particular, was absolutely immense. Jorginho, don't agree with him starting the game. I never did beforehand. But for what was done, it was the right decision in the end. Thomas Partey, when he come on, you can just see the difference in the way that we move things in the midfield when Thomas Partey is there. And that, for me, is how it's got to be moving forward. With Thomas Partey sitting at the base, with Declan Rice as the more advanced. And if you're going to play anyone up front, if it's not Gabriel Jesus, then it's going to have to be Kai Havertz. Because we can beat press, we can beat high lines, and we have somebody that can actually hold up the ball. And that's what he did. And he did that perfectly for the 10 minutes that he came on. So, listen, we've got the victory. And that's the most important thing. We head into the international break now. And we didn't want to go into that with, Spurs top of the league by miles and, drifting away. I'm not saying miles, but we're level on points. It's goal difference. I think we're on the same goal difference, but they scored 2 goals actually more, which is why they're top at the moment. But we're there, level on points, undefeated still and everything else. So yeah, listen, it's the perfect thing to do for the international break because you don't want to go away for 2 weeks now and sit there just thinking about it. And I know Man City had players missing, but we also had players missing. The likes of Bukayo Saka wasn't even in the squad today. So, we had the same things. And listen, without Kevin De Bruyne, without Rodri, if you can't beat Man City, then you're never going to beat Man City. So it's done. We got the 3 points. I'm absolutely buzzing about it. Michael Oliver, you can jog on to the Saudi Pro League for all I care. You can retire. You can do anything. I will drive you there. I will get you your flights. It doesn't matter. Bang average referee. Luckily, we're not talking about it again. We're not sitting here focusing on a referee has ruined the game. We can actually focus on a game, talk about it, and just it not be the main topic of discussion. It's a part of the discussion, but it's not the main topic. The main topic is Arsenal won, got the 3 points, shove your 115 charges, because I can't stand the club, don't like anything about Man City, don't like where they've come from. And it's no disrespect to the fans that have been there a long time and they were there through the, tough times and everything. It's just this new age club that's just bought and just nothing. They're just a plastic club. Nothing. Shove it. I can't stand them. Simple as that. They would never be on the levels of history and, class, the size that Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United are. Never, ever. It's as simple as that. So there we go. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.